moment, and we feel for Lizo and the family. And sometimes these moments serve to inspire, and hopefully that is what will happen in the Bulls camp. The Bulls will run out and play for Lizo and the family, and try and just calm some of that hurting at the moment. Well, Kerwin Bosch, there's a bit of pressure on him today, isn't there? He, in many people's views, has been the weaker link in the Sharks side. Strong kicking game, but no attack for the Sharks at present.
Quarterfinal number 2 on the go in Pretoria. Kerwin Bosch has gone deep. Secured by Chris Smith. All the talking is done.
And use it!
It's up to the 30 players on the park to deliver. Morne Smith consolidate.
No, that's part. And use it! Stay behind.
Zuckerberger cheers from the base, looking for the exit.
It's inside.
And straight into touch.
Yeah, decent start, steady start from both sides. Both will be pretty happy with the result. Decent kick. Sharks will still have the territorial advantage, and in knockout rugby, territory is obviously of vital importance.
Need a huge improvement in the line-outs. Lost 36 so far this season. 85% success rate on the set piece. Monambi, banker ball in front for Roots. Peeling away as Sia Kolisi. Bakasola Mapimpi to the action early on. Hendricks there. Monambi.
Okay, whistle.
And it's been knocked on, lost forward.
Yeah, and that is exactly why I made a comment earlier about the attack not being quite in sync. And the Sharks side just comes across a little disjointed this time. The pass a bit behind. Bongi Monambi not taking it cleanly as he looked for contact. It's been this, not quite the whole of the Sharks season, but it has been symptomatic of the errors they've made in attack. The rhythm just not there. They rely on individual brilliance to score tries for the bulk of the time. The maul obviously has been a big weapon for them. And the scrum is always a weapon for the Sharks team.
Yeah, great absorption of the pressure from the Sharks by the Bulls.
Gerard Steenkamp may be a tad fortunate there. Seemed like he was the first to go down. Right here on the near side, the loose head prop of the Vodacom Bulls, Andrew Brace, gave him a bit of the benefit of the doubt as he just got a little twist in, and as a result, Toy went down too.
Good that side. Same again. Fight.
Looking at the stats and the numbers, Sharks got a better scrum, 94% success rate compared to the Bulls, 89% success rate.
Bind.
I think a lot of those Bulls failures came in the beginning of the season, didn't it? In the first 5 or 6 weeks, they've certainly got better. They've certainly got stronger. It's a front row that has matured and grown in stature.
Fellas, one, don't look at my AR. One, don't look at my AR. Okay, it's down this side, then down that side. Okay, 2 resets, not what we agreed.
Morne Smith.
Let's get them up, please. Let's get ball in. Let's
Again,
go.
maybe early on, given the benefit of the doubt there.
And I think it's job well done there from Andrew Brace, whereby he's not guessing.
Yeah.
They're allowing things to settle down. There's lots of nerves earlier on.
And it's gone down on opposite sides each time, which means he hasn't really seen what's happened. He's made his way to the other side again now. And when you look at the surface, sorry, Owen, the field is just absolutely beautiful. The conditions ideal.
Set.
Yeah, players have to take responsibility. Morne Smith bailing out of the contest.
3 straight up.
These big games are about big moments, which is why the players celebrate them.
3 driving
And
straight
for
up.
the Sharks packer forwards, it's a little moral victory.
3 driving up.
Morne Smith
Off good,
pops
those
out
runs
very
up.
early
Not what we
here.
agreed. No.
Out he comes.
Okay, thank you.
And I guess as a referee, you eventually run out of patience, don't you? And you say, right, we've had 2 resets, we're not having a third. Whatever happens, it's going to be either a good scrum or a penalty, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, mate. Set, yeah. Yeah.
Sure, the Bulls fans at home spotted Bongi Mbonambi also standing up in that scrum. Kerwin Bosch, 126 points this season. 169 in his URC career. Front of the upright for the Sharks fly half. Head down, the strike is smooth. Flags are up. The visiting team, South Sea Sharks from Durban, get their first points in the quarterfinal in Pretoria. What the Bulls have shown throughout the whole season, they can absorb the pressure. They become an 80-minute team. And we start from Smith straight up the middle. Secured by Lowe. Big tackle on Ovorta. Jaden Hendrickson. Bongi Mbonambi this time around. Catches the ball.
And use it! 9.
Hendrickson clears from the base for Werner Koch to chase. And there's an advantage for the Sharks, knocked on.
No, pulls there. Pulls there.
Low.
Well, you mentioned it a little bit earlier, maybe a bit of nerves there. Lowe thought he might have to jump for it, then realised he wasn't in the position. Stretched forward, no real wind to speak of, not swirling around, just a little misjudgment. And as per normal, Werner Koch with a good chase. Every kick only as good as the chase.
Let's go, fellas.
Boy, he's been good this year, Elric Lowe. Marcel could see good loose forward combination.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. It's just the way Jake White has mixed it up week in, week out. A lot of youngsters coming through. We've got Ludwig, injured Carl Brink. It's fitted in nicely in the ball setup.
Bind. Set. Stable. Stable.
Hendrickson. Kerwin Bosch. Lukhanyo out wide now to Makazola Mapimpi. Creel hangs on. Change of direction now from the Sharks. Bosch looking for runners, finds Oxenchair. Double tackle by the Bulls. Haven't gained much ground. They move the ball around. And Lukhanyo, a little dab through, sits up for Mapimpi, the inside ball. Zach Berger intercepts.
Okay, leave it, stay.
Good start by the Sharks. Moody.
Away now.
Bulls regrouped inside the 22s.
Use it!
Berger with the clearance. Into touch.
It's a beautiful little grabber through from Springbok number 13, Lukhanyo. Just delightfully weighted. Look at this, not really much on there. On the left foot, sets up nicely for Makazola Mapimpi. Throws a little blind pass, really. Zach Berger is running a good line. Promising start from the Sharks. If they do click, they can be unbelievably dangerous. There's just too much skill and talent in the side not to click.
But they haven't given us the 80 minutes performance this season. Remember the first half at home against the Stormers, clinical, couldn't close off the game. In a roller coaster ride for the Sharks. In the front to Hugo.
More.
But a driving more, great momentum by the Sharks. Still bound the Bulls. Sharks still going now inside the 22.
One stop.
And there's the first stop.
Don't change. Use it. Going sideways.
Hendrickson has the go. Nope. Opting for Lowe. Against the grain goes Marius Lowe. Pick up and drive. That was Makazola Mapimpi mixing it up front with the lads. Ankle feint shifting on to Mbonambi. The carry is quality. Hendrickson. Kerwin Bosch. Marius Lowe got the break. Got another break, Lowe. Same side. Was that knocked on? Kerwin Bosch outnumbered at the breakdown. This should be turnover ball.
Last feet.
Yes, it is. Tambwe. Probably. Bulls weathering the storm at the moment.
Keep your feet. Through the middle.
There's a counter.
Okay. Through the middle, sorry, your ball.
Oh, some great contesting at the breakdown there. A little bit of scavenging, a little bit of jackling, and a great little counter ruck. Just super line here from Marius Lowe in the midfield.
Turnover's good, counter ruck's good.
Power maul. We said before the game the maul will be a great weapon for the visiting Chelsea Sharks. When it does become a little lateral and static, Hendricks here drifts across the field nicely, sucking the defence wide. Lowe ran a good line inside, and then came the steal.
Let's go, fellas.
Walt Steenkamp winning the ball, and then a great counter ruck from the Sharks.
Yeah, mate.
The ball, of course, touched the referee, so it's going to be a Sharks put in. Smallish blind side, something to work with nonetheless, but great options here to try and get the first 5-pointer.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that that pass was very deliberate from Hendricks.
Typical scrum off, milking a situation, milking a penalty or what he wants.
Yeah, just couldn't spot enough supporting Sharks players. Thought, well, you're in the way. We'll take the reset.
I do think he was just trying to play quickly though, and that's the key. You know, when you are on the attack, you want that ball shifted as quickly as possible.
Stability until the ball's in. Is that clear? Otherwise, free kick next. Look.
It's messy at scrum time. And looks like Andrew Brace is running out of patience already in the 10th minute.
As we discussed before the game, work together so we can get stability and ball in. Yeah, I'm going to step
His
back.
assistant referees are Mike Adamson and Sam Grove-White. He's going to need a bit of input from them, because every time he goes to one side, the other side, it collapses.
Crouch! Bind!
Yeah, early there from Thomas du Toit.
That's a call by the official, engagement by the Chelsea Sharks.
Far side early. Yeah, mate. Thomas, there's no more talk now.
Sharks will get the feed in the line out. Free kick.
Thank you. Yeah.
We've seen this throughout the course of the season though, haven't we? The Bulls sucking up the pressure, coming back, being clinical when they do get the ball. But right now it's the Sharks just dominating the territory. Field position so important in knockout rugby. Not able to take advantage just yet though.
Roots in front.
More. Over.
Plenty of purchase from the driving maul.
Don't change.
Oh, the Sharks is brilliant. Onto the short side, Hendricks. Decision making, letting the Sharks down at that moment.
Advantage.
Got the penalty advantage.
Advantage offside.
And the captain, Thomas du Toit. All the position, the Sharks. Going Bosch side wide to low. Now it's Lukanya comes landing inside. Great support from Buthelezi. Quick ball. Inside ball. Is the money ball? No, it's the intercept. Moody. The advantage is over. The kick and the chase from the Bulls fullback. Tumbo comes through. Moody dots it up again. Moody, can he gather? No, he can't. Early push. Doesn't matter. Tumbo.
Agree, so
Locals
advantage
on their feet tells you how much it means to the ball.
Well, if Tumwe hadn't gathered it, it would have been a penalty try, no doubt. Makazola Mapimpi with a push. Advantage called over down on the far side. The Sharks seemed to have almost a try-scoring position, and then came the slick little intercept. Just trying to move it quickly. That's the pass that should have stayed in hand. And Moody gets away with it. Realizes he's not going to get away. Puts the ball to boot. Tumwe comes tearing through there. Unbelievable pace. And there's the push. Bounces for Tumwe. The Bulls have turned rock-solid defence. Sharks' opportunity into a 7-pointer of their own.
Chris Smith in front of the upright. The flags are up. Just like that, the Vodacom Bulls are in the lead. Could be trouble for Makazola Mapimpi.
clearly advantage.
Yeah,
over.
just really smart play from the young fullback. He spent a lot of his time on the wing, Conan Moody. Put it on the boot, the grubber was accurate, the kick on good, the chase from that man, just devastating pace.
Say again. Say again.
8 tries this season for Madosh Tambwe.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Spent the season with the Sharks in 2020. Bosch has gone deep. The restart, knocked on advantage. Could be a penalty.
He's played that, Mike.
Lucas pass is good enough. Oxenche. Apelele Fassi. First contribution from Fassi.
Good turnover. You're in front of the knock-on, and you clearly played it. Offside.
Penalty Sharks. Bulls playing knock-on from an offside position.
It's on the 5, 10.
Bulls will be a little disappointed. Jack White will be disappointed. Just having got away with murder almost. Intercept effectively on your own goal line. Going the length, scoring, and then conceding a penalty right at the kickoff.
Yeah. 14 offside. Bulls,
Bad
don't
mistake
pull
from
players
the home
out.
side.
Don't pull players out. In front, Mikey.
Driving Moore's been good. One of the Sharks. Can we expect the same from this line out? Bulls in a contest. Oh,
Moore.
brilliant take.
Over.
Some momentum in the driving Moore. Myra Slow joins in and Bonambi goes over. The back the power of the driving Moore. Sharks back in front.
Boy, that is clinical. We mentioned it's a great weapon for this team. Bonambi with his 7th try of the season. This makes it look so easy. It's a good, strong, powerful leg drive. Well organised, well structured. The Bulls defence just falls to pieces. And through comes Bongi and Bonambi. Try number 7 for him. Try number 1 today for the Sharks.
Sorry.
Nice little celebration as well.
Yeah, he's come back home. It all started his professional career for Bongi Bonambi. Started right here at Loftus Versfeld. Went to school not too far from Loftus, from Albans College. Bit of a tester coming up for Cohen Bosch. Let's get the Sharks into the double figures. Also such a momentum player, so he needs this kick to go over so he can maintain his momentum. Hit down again. Oh, the technique is on point this afternoon from Cohen Bosch.
Really well organised, this good, powerful leg drive. Bonambi looks after the ball well at the back. He's got a bit of support from a couple of the backs in there as well. Line out also working charms for the Sharks at the moment.
Chilesi goes up. Great contest by Madosh Tambwe.
Last feet. Use it.
Counter ruck from El Khlo, keeping the Sharks busy. Oxenche beats one.
And use it. Stay behind.
With a clinical start from the Sharks, big question is, can they do it for 80 minutes? Tester for Tambwe. Was Foster in the way. The referee's happy. The counter ruck from the Sharks, not powerful enough. Masal Kutia, first touch. Bonambi says no way through. Zach Berger onto the short side. Anoborta. Space for the Bulls. Berger will dab through. Pelele Fassi, great positioning. Beats Tambwe. Moody
Tackle. Release.
makes the tackle on Pelele Fassi. Thought he had time
Okay,
to
last feet.
share with the boot of Pelele Fassi.
The ball is there. Stop.
He had other ideas. Louis Roots.
And use it.
Yeah, consolidating.
Yeah.
Hendrickson, going a cock to chase. Smith, plenty of off the ball stuff.
Okay, onside. Step.
The
step.
balls at the moment. Obstruction running. Kutsia. Much better run from the Bulls captain. Berger gets revved up by Oxenchair. Soft hands, Chris Smith, not too many options. A tester for Moody wins it. Nobody claiming it was Makazola Mapimpi.
Won it easily. There's a bit of space around the fringes there for Zach Berger, isn't there?
Walk, walk.
As the heat of the local derby comes into play.
Okay, time off.
No, Bulls out of character, under a bit of pressure. No need for the pushing.
He's going to come here.
Was that Mapimpi who came running in? I wonder what was done or said to
15.
upset the flying winger.
Yeah. So penalties for 11, no clear release at the tackle. Then he kicks the ball away, then you run in. It's got absolutely nothing to do with you. So we're going on 10 meters, okay? Stop, stop. Next person who gets involved off the ball will leave the field.
Andrew Brace has got that terribly wrong.
Doesn't matter, he's the instigator.
Carol Foster in instigator. He's got that one very wrong.
There's no retaliation, he's the instigator. Shot called.
Yeah, terrible call.
Control.
Right, let's have a look at exactly what happened. It's a great take again from Moody. Under no pressure, made it look so easy.
Yeah, no clear release on 11.
11, the judge to have not released the player in the tackle.
Tom, there's no need for him to
Foster
run in
wanted the
that way.
ball and gives Makazola Mapimpi a little push.
No, no. No, no. Spoke, Tom. There's questions and there's statements, okay?
Yeah,
No, no. And I'm
I
telling
understand
you,
Foster
okay,
there,
he
he wanted the
started
ball.
11 to kick in the
Mapimpi didn't
ball, then
release it,
15
no
runs in,
point
it's
in
got nothing
pushing
to do with
though.
him.
Chance coming up for Chris Smith. To level the scores, flags are up, all square, and Loftus Versfeld. And there it is. Maybe understandable the fact that it happened behind the referee's back. He didn't see it. Fair call, maybe.
Yeah.
Mongi, that's enough now. That's enough
Oh,
now.
it's just a little bit of derby temper. Of course, it is a massive game as well. Quarter-final, the winner of this will play the winner of Leinster against Glasgow in the semi-final.
Much better with the restart. The Bulls, Cornel Hendricks
And use it!
doing the jumping. Steenkamp, Gerard Steenkamp.
Inside, yeah. Okay, contest over. Captain step, captain.
The pressure on Zach Berger. Superb clearance by the Bulls scrum off.
There are different tactics from each team. It's Jaden Hendricks who's kicking box kicks when he has to kick from the base, and it's Zach Berger who's kicking it long and finding touch when it's his turn to try and clear the lines. Maybe the Vodacom Bulls trying to put a bit of pressure on that Sharks line out. The Sharks maybe trying to put a bit of pressure on the Bulls back three in terms of catching those up and unders. But right now, it is the Sharks who control territory.
Six-man line-out coming up for the Sharks. Bulls looking to compete. And that time around, Steenkamp has won back for the home side.
Oh. Good contest, then went off.
Berger. Grobler. Was that a high tackle by Totoy? Smith.
Taken back.
Ah, bit of width coming up for the Bulls. A kind bounce for Foster. Intercepted by Werner Koch. A loose ball tidied up and bundled to touch.
Again, it's a really clever little kick, isn't it?
Good.
Harold Foster finding a bit of space in behind that Sharks back line. Little dink over the top.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a block here. Does well to gather it himself. Just can't release, and Koch tidies up.
Come off the foot then, Sam, is it?
Both teams taking their time at the line-out calls here. Actually, the Sharks also moving away. The Bulls
Went back, Tom.
now having a committee meeting to decide where the ball goes.
Five, yeah. Yeah.
Boy, he is a worker of note,
9.
Werner Koch. Great work, great, tenacious, gutsy, all heart.
First set piece for the Bulls on the attack. Grobler doubles around. 50-50 looks slightly forward. Will take flat. Position with the home side. Defense solid. Nowhere through for Erglo. I got dominated there. Unfamiliar sight here at Loftus-Versfeld. Steenkamp, man who won that line out to gain position for the Bulls. Kutsia sold the dummy. They bought it. Nokia. Zach Berger, great support. Little kick through. Does it sit up for Tambwe? No, it doesn't. A foot and touch for Pelele Fassi.
Touched.
Oh, again, it's a clever little kick. We've seen some great kicking from both teams, haven't we? Not just the box kicks, the hanging ones, the clearances, the little dinks in behind, the clever grubbers.
Touch there, Tom.
Smart rugby, smart rugby.
And the beauty about it, it's quarterfinal, it's knockout rugby, and both these teams, 10 years ago, they would have sat in the pocket, they would have kicked for touch, rumbled it up front. They're here to play, they're exciting the crowd, they're using their skills. A joy to watch.
And they're finding strategy against rush defenses, which is wonderful. Wonderful to see.
Just wait. Yeah. Yeah, time off.
Someone's getting a bit of attention at the back there. Is that Foster? Must be Harold Foster. It looks like Harold Foster. It is Harold Foster.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. 12.
Oh, that's why he
12.
took a little bump above the left eye.
Yeah. 12. 12. Just that penalty on the last. Don't get involved off the ball, okay? I've spoken to Marcel. Let me deal with it.
That is brilliant from the TMO, Joy Neville, just to make sure from that the message goes through that you didn't go unnoticed.
She's been saying it for about 4 phases though, hasn't she?
Water off. Water off.
While it may well be early June, the beginning of winter, it's quite warm out there though.
Come on.
This is how the game started. Kerwin Bosch with that little inside ball.
Stay there now. That's 1 meter.
And Moody with the intercept. Did really well to put it on his foot. Madosh Tambwe scored as a result.
You're on 15. It's a tackle release.
Possession with the ball from the line out. Mornay Smith finds space. Scrambled defense here. Kolisi making the tackle. Bulls need to show some composure. Arno Buerta deep inside the Sharks 22. Berger, angle picked by Steenkamp, quickly shuts down.
To move.
The Sharks solid defensively. Berger, low, again a big tackle on Elrich Low. There's Oxenchair making a hit. Look here, oh, some big hits.
Stepped away, play on.
Very fortunate. Pulled out the contest of the call. Ball's not been penalised for the playing through that ruck. A loose pass by Smith. Tambwe. Dosh Tambwe finally brought down. Yeah, great net. Good net gain defensively by the Sharks.
Lost there.
Push the Bulls backwards. Cornel Hendricks.
Last feet.
Berger. Joel, is this what's deemed one of runners? Easy to pick defensively?
Yeah, it is, and it's quite congested, isn't it? The game being played quite narrow at the moment from both teams. A lot of defenders, a lot of attackers in the same zone. Quite predictable, easy to defend against, which is why the Bulls are going backwards.
Take him back.
Smith. Not too many options left on the attack, so he's kicked it away. Plenty of time and space for Fassi to call the mark.
Yeah, just ran out of options and deciding to try something different. The execution not great though. Too far was the up and under. Amazing. One little mistake, one little pass in behind. But Tambwe tidied up well, but the Bulls were back 40 meters. Momentum gone. Defense pressing and taking all the space.
It's almost saying, listen, you guys have a go. We've had a go. Nothing has happened.
I think it's about playing where you want to play as well, isn't it? It's not so much have a go. It's about where is it happening. And I think when you, in that sort of midsection of the field, you don't want to surrender the ball there on a turnover. So when you run out of ideas, you rather send it downtown and let the opposition play from deep. I think that's Foster now getting a bit of strapping around that eye or getting it looked at again. Boy, isn't it good to see a big crowd in a rugby stadium in South Africa. It's wonderful, wonderful.
And remember as well, the national side will be in action in July, taking on Wales, the Springboks. And Jacques Nienaber will announce his team later on in the month of June.
25,000 people here today. The Boks play against Wales here in the stadium. Maybe another 25,000 on that day too.
Making that 50,000. We might change the laws.
Okay, let's hope they do. Let's hope they can fill the stadium by then.
Yeah, Joel, I think now and again we just need to take a step back and appreciate where we come from as a rugby community in the world. 2 years ago this was not possible, and to all those involved, people were responsible out there, and just to allow us all to experience what sports can do, and the job well done to all involved in just trying to live a better life and do the right things.
Yeah, exactly. Not been an easy time for the whole world, for the globe, through COVID, through Corona.
Yeah, just wait.
But we're back in action. We're back at the field. Makazola Mapimpi is back pushing players over. Madosh Tamwe is back scoring great tries in front of a big crowd. Wonderful to see.
Good contest.
Contest is good. Dipping pass, Chris Smith. No real pressure on the fly half. Hugo will make the stop.
Last feet.
Burger. Elriglo put the shoulder down.
Stay.
Yes, felt one or two big hits, Elriglo.
Use it!
Burger. Tester for Werner Kokma. Dosh Tambo chasing. Kok goes up. Kok's not dodged. Advantage balls. It's a loose ball. Chance here for the home side out wide. Cornel Hendricks. What a step. And a superb pass, Cornel Hendricks. Moody's pass is money. David Krill, has he got the legs? The kick inside. Something special. Something magical. The bounce. Unfortunate for the Bulls. Oh.
Go on. Go on.
25,000 on their feet. That's what it means to be at Loftus.
And those wearing black on their feet in a panic. Brilliant attack from the Bulls. Some great hands, some good solid decision making. A great idea for a little cross kick back infield. Just waited, maybe in the perfectly bad position, and then the bounce was perfectly bad again for the Bulls. Perfectly good for the defending Sharks though.
Live sport, forgot to count me and you there, Joel, because we were both on our feet. Exciting stuff to Loftus. Quarterfinal, the Vodacom URC. Low option on the outside. He's thrown it forward. Oh.
Okay, so forward
first infringement is a knock on by Blue.
Advantage over, so it's forward, right? Yeah. So you have the option, guys.
I don't want to say it is. It's a shocker. Got Sia Khaleesi on your outside. It's knocked forward by Blue here.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly, it's clearly
definitely knocked on by the winger David Krill, and then that is a shocker. Yeah, Maurice Lorenz, some really good lines earlier, but he won't want to see that pass again in the team meeting on Monday morning.
Yeah, Kenan Moody just buying himself time.
Let's go.
Just making Maurice Low doubt himself. There was a little pump from Low.
Sorry. Come off.
2-on-1 it was, space on the outside.
Advantage over. It was advantage over Mpimpi, and then passing the touch.
Well, we knew it was going to be tough. We knew it was going to be close. We suspected it would be quite physical. A couple of players requiring a bit of attention at the moment. Not quite a war of attrition, but certainly brutal in that contact area, particularly when it's crowded and around the fringes.
Okay, yeah, I'll look.
I had a little look at the trophy that these teams are playing for earlier.
Come on.
It's the Aya Trophy, I think it's called.
10 meters.
Absolutely beautiful. What an honor it would be to hold that thing aloft.
Sack is good.
Chance for one of these teams. Can they make it through to the semi-finals? With 3 more weeks left in the competition. 18th of June as the date of the final.
And move black.
Will the Sharks make it? Will the Bulls make it that far? Burger.
It's outside.
Great contestable kick. Makazola Mapimpi showing his world-class skill.
Taken back.
Cohen Bosch. It's taken back, and outside it's gone too far. Advantage to the home side.
But altitude maybe they're catching Kerwin Bosch going a little further than anticipated. Not by much, by just a couple of feet, but by enough to be out on the full. Territory's changed a little in the last 10 minutes, hasn't it? Bulls starting to dominate this space. I think that trophy's called the Array Trophy now that I think about it. Harold Foster getting more attention to that left eye.
Could be a sign, being the trophy being revealed in South Africa for the first time. Could be a sign. We've got a home for you. 3 options.
We've got a home.
4 including the lines. Yeah.
Bongi and Banambi controlling it well. We've known all season that the maul is a big part of the weaponry of this Sharks team. Their armory is strong when it comes to the pack of forwards. Some real pace on the outside, but mauling is one area where they have been consistently good. 7th try of the season for that man.
Let's go, balls. Yeah, you're inside. So open up, Sharks, please. Balls on the line. Balls on the line, Tom. Balls on the line. Open up.
Stedman Khans is on, so Harold Foster is had to go off to get that bit of a treatment, to get that eye sorted now. Cornel Hendricks moves to the inside centre position. Khans to the outside.
Oxenchair just shut down that meters. Good read defensively from Hendrickson. And the Trams. Ball still in control. Pick up and drive. They're going on the dark side. Oh, and very unfortunate. Lost that. A net gain. A little mini victory. High fives all around by the Sharks. LaRue Roots has just added something, a bit of beef into the Sharks' tight five.
Yeah, and actually you would think this type of game, a knockout game, a quarterfinal, suits his game a little bit more. A little tighter, a little closer, not quite as expensive. He's a big man. He's a little cumbersome and a bit slow, you might say. But this type of game...
Tambo has kept it in play.
Oh, it's a great keep. But this type of play will suit Roots.
We need Elriglo to pump his legs. He's done so.
Stay.
Berger to the captain, Kutsia. Leg tackle, brilliant. Henko Fente.
Okay, use it, 9. 2.
Tester for Cohen Bosch. Up goes Bosch. Crossing.
Number 9, clear escort line.
It's a great take from Kerwin Bosch, but he's almost jumped over his own player to get it, which is the extent of the protection he's afforded here.
Oh, don't know about that call. Tambo actually shoulders Jaden Hendrickson.
I would guess you've got to ask the question, is he in the way? Is he blocking intentionally? Has he changed his line of support or his angle of running? Andrew Bray certainly thought so.
That's fine. I'll look at that. Yeah,
let's have a look at this again, Joel.
Oh yeah, he steps across in the way, no doubt about it. I think he's got that right.
Yeah, absolutely. No point throwing your 9. No point throwing your hands up. Clear escort. Don't escort.
Chris Smith put the Bulls in the lead for the first time. For the second time, must be said, the striker sweet. Flags are up. Vodacom Bulls lead the South Sea Sharks by 3. Less than 8 minutes before the end of the first half.
Quite often we don't give credit to the goal kickers here at Loftus. The condition's always good, the field is good, but under pressure, that is a super kick.
Bosch again onto that left-hand side, into the sun, but Hendricks has been good.
It's a
He's
tackle.
like another loose forward.
Yeah, he's been good. The regular jumpers kind of struggled, Val Steenkamp, but Hendricks has stepped in and has claimed all the restarts.
9, use it. Yes, it's out.
Ball is out is the call. Oxenchair
Okay, clearly out. But
has
lost
been
ball.
knocked on.
I was about to say Zach Berger's been really clever. He didn't put his hands on the ball there. And
Clearly out.
clearly
Number
out
one
is the
knocked
call from the referee. Oh, that is definitely out. There's nothing over that. That's outside of the ruck.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
It's not under the leg. It's not in the ruck.
Just
Oxenchair as well.
So the last one's free kick for early. Balance and wait for me, please. 9, let's go. Always watching. Crouch!
Big scrum coming up for Steenkamp and Smith.
Set.
Up against
Stay.
Chair and Dutoy. Yeah, well absorbed. The pressure on Berger from Hendrikse. The rip, not successful.
Use it!
Johan Hobler takes it in.
Okay, contest over.
Not dominant in the carries
No.
are the Bulls.
9, use it! Last feet. Step. Stop.
Chris
one.
Smith, the cross
One.
kick. They overcooked it. And with that
Inside,
advantage to the Sharks, they'll get the line out.
Well, you can understand the thinking there, but really it's a bad option, isn't it? Knockout game inside your
Sharks, the
own
line,
territory.
please.
Had a go.
The
You
line,
can smile
please.
about it, rightly so. If it had come off, we'd been saying great idea.
Okay, I was happy on that
Well
last
covered
one.
though by
Have a
the
look.
Sharks defence, who look properly
Well, I can't
organised.
keep going back and forth on each side. Okay, it was down my side as well.
Means the Sharks have another chance to attack him, and in particular to
Sharks,
use
the
that
line.
maul of theirs.
Your side, Sammy.
Bulls have won. One against the throw. Sharks have to be clinical. Hugo goes up off the top. Hendrikse. Flat ball for Werner Kok. Knocked on. Advantage to the Bulls. Tambo doubles around. Hacks it upfield. Spews to the side of the boot. They needed that to stay in field.
I think there was... he was in two minds, I think. Should I kick or should we run? Kick became the dominant factor. Get out of here, play downtown. God, carries it up. It's a good tackle from Smith, actually. And the kick needed to be better. The kick
good
needed to
gap
be better.
balls.
Could actually have carried it a bit further and run it up a little longer.
It's on.
I think the other thing that didn't help him is at the back there, you could see Apelele Fassi. He realised he got to kick it hard to get it over his head.
Okay, in you come.
Werner Kok is standing right against this near touchline.
More.
They've got a long way to go here, the Sharks.
Don't change. Your side. One stop.
There's a stop from the Bulls. Straight through the middle. Zach Berger.
That's fine, mate.
Hendrikse. Low. Dipping pass out wide now to Lucanio. Out wide to Apelele Fassi. It's a hard pass for Werner Kok. They created it, they'd found the space, the execution. That final pass from Apelele Fassi to Werner Kok, just not up to standard.
Been the story of the Sharks season, hasn't it? Strong forward performances, opportunities created, execution not 100% right. Maybe a fraction hard, the hands weren't up, the hands weren't expecting it. Pass needed to be a little more sympathetic though, that's for sure.
Little grabber through was another option.
It was a simple 2-on-1 though, wasn't it?
Well, Creel was coming across and I think he'd overtracked as well.
But then you can throw the ball inside again. It's a bad pass.
Inside 5. Okay,
Set
stop.
piece solid by the Bulls. Chris Smith. And a steady exit by the home side. And what a contest has been the first 37 minutes of this clash.
On your front man, please.
Sharks started like a house on fire, rightly so. Very dominant. The Bulls absorb the pressure. They lead by 3.
Full.
It's been good in the lineouts, that fella. Renier Luca.
Thanks, Fab.
It's been an area of the Sharks game that has not been at its absolute best.
That's a good line out. Henkel Finter.
Advantage.
And a penalty advantage.
Number 5 jumping across, landing on the jumper.
Ranoki infringing.
Number 5 jumping across, landing on the jumper.
Ranoki, the guilty party, jumping across.
Shot.
It's what happens every now and then when you try and contest, but this is a super take at the back of the line-out bar. Henko Fenter. Up he goes.
Yeah, it wasn't coming out though.
Under
Fair
pressure.
point.
Good take.
You want that? It was stuck under the foot. That's fair enough. All right. I'll take that point, mate. didn't feel there was any advantage coming from that, but yeah.
Well, we're on the brink of
That's
half-time.
If you want that time,
Could
I'll
well
give it to you, but it was
go to
underneath
the
foot.
break as we started. All square, 13 apiece if this kick goes over. Probably a true reflection of the game as well. It's been hard fought, it's been uncompromising, it's been bruising, it's been played quite narrow.
33 successful penalties in the competition for the Sharks this season. Cohen Bosch, can he level the scores before half-time? Yes, he can.
It's a great kick from Bosch.
30 in all at Loftus. And 34 successful penalties for the South Sea Sharks. Technique, hit down, the strike, he follows through. Good kick that. Cohen Bosch.
It's going to be last play, yeah.
Last play, all square.
It's last play. Last play 10.
Hooter goes.
Left.
Is there more drama before the end of the first half? A restart contestable, Tambo chasing hard. Fussy goes up.
Take him back.
Almost made a hash of it. Him and Leroux Roots competing for the same ball. Solid first 40 minutes. Second quarterfinal, the Vodacom URC Sharks 13, Bulls 13. A great start by the visiting team. People didn't expect that. And the Bulls absorbed the pressure.
Physicality has helped them early in the season. I think go back into the change room and Tom's got an answer, I've got an answer. I think they might shift it a bit wider, or they might play a bit more of a kicking game.
Right, let's go out to Loftus and rejoin our commentary team for this one. Owen Nkamane and Joel Stransky.
Kicks off in Pretoria. Smith. Brilliant to take him by the Sharks. Pepsi Buthelezi. Run up against the touchline.
Into the sun as well.
Yeah, very good kick for Chris Smith. Oxenchair.
Yeah, keep moving. 9. Use it.
Hendrickson outside the 22. Tester for Madosh Tambwe. Tambwe goes up, claims the high ball. Good contest, the counteract, brilliantly done.
Turnover good.
Oh, the turnover by Sia Kolisi. Oxenchair.
6 arriving.
Send it out wide to Apelele Fassi. He's found an opening. Cornel Hendricks has got it covered. Moody in support. And inside the 22. Kenan Moody's kick is good.
Perfect steal. Line's yours.
Great turnover, isn't it? Sia Kolisi somehow has got that off Madosh Tambwe. He is first man there. Got hands on it. It's amazing that you can somehow make a steal in amongst all that traffic.
5.
Good steal though. I think Kenan Moody, if he had that kick again, he'd aim a little bit longer, wouldn't he? Loads of time, not even up to the halfway line.
Bonambi's throw is good as Thomas du Toit carries at the back. Hendrickson back onto the short side. Oxenchair picks a half gap.
Last feet, blue, step.
Good cleaning out there by Reniel Hugo. Rutz's hands are good. Myres low, cuts inside, but good read defensively that from Chris Smith, unable to roll away. A quick tap and go, Hendrickson. Cohen Bosch. And
Neck roll, yeah.
dangerous play by Wangin Bonambi.
Yeah, for me, TMO's call on the neck.
Joy Neville, the TMO, stepping there, saying there's a neck roll.
So number 2 is around the neck. On that last breakdown, yeah, so neck roll.
Nice little tap and go from Jaden Hendrickson. The Bulls defense backtracking quickly, trying to just make sure they were onside, and then came the neck roll from Mbonambi.
Couldn't reward the last one myself because he's in the wrong way, affected the clean. Yeah.
It's a great kick. That's a better kick. That's a great spot from Joy Neville up there in the TMO box.
There, Monambi. Penalty to the Bulls. Neck roll by the Sharks hooker.
That's the one, Joy. Step, Sharks. And holds, good, next man.
Steenkamp in the front.
Ball!
That's good defense by the Sharks.
What stop?
Some momentum now from the Bulls driving more.
Don't collapse!
Looks promising.
And use it!
Got to use it. Berger to Hendricks. Straight
10 black offside.
into Cohen Bosch, but it doesn't matter. Penalty advantage, some momentum. Elrich low. Sharks could be in trouble here. Berger, they're lining up Coutier. Nowhere through. What a tackle from Marius Low. Now the penalty advantage. Less than 5 meters. They're lining up on the outside. Low gets dominated again.
On the line.
Sharks really making some big hits. Got the penalty advantage. Now the pick up and drive, another advantage. Surely now, this is it. Yes, Coutier, captain of the Bulls, Marcel Coutier, the try scorer.
Tom, that's 3 quick penalties in that area. Happens again, there'll be a yellow card.
Well, that's sustained
Offside
pressure.
twice.
Discipline counting against the Sharks, getting punished here by the refereeing team at the moment. Good pressure though, controlled well by Berger, picked the right runners. Marcel Coutier a little bit wider from that fringe. The Sharks already running out of defenders there, nothing Lucanio could do. In the greater scheme of things, it's a really polished try, isn't it? It's well worked. There was some good strong defense at the maul from the Sharks. Sustained pressure, ball in hand through the phases, kept it tight, kept it hard. Relatively quick in the way the Bulls went about things. So hard to defend on your own goal line against that sort of play.
Back in front for the 3rd time. Today's clash, the Bulls, and Smith. Kick is successful. Full points for the home side.
20 Celtic Sharks, 13.
No defenders left there. Good line from the Bulls captain, but really it's the build-up which just meant the Sharks ran out of defenders.
7 points the difference. Sharks 2 from 2 in the round robin stages against the Bulls. Foot and touch, advantage Sharks.
Oh, it's an error by Obueta. May well have stood in touch and received it. Would have been a
good gap balls.
Direct into touch. High hanging kick from Bosch though, creating some doubt.
Good gap balls.
Well, the Bulls did this in the first half, didn't they? They scored and then conceded immediately. The knock-on from the kickoff. Again, it's an error on the kick receipt. Opportunity knocks now for the men from Durban.
Need to be clinical. The chance of that first half was not clinical enough for the opening stanza. Banker ball in the front.
Ball.
Good appreciation of the Lords. Yeah, good defense by the Bulls. The forward momentum has gone, still the same, all still bound.
What stop?
Hendricks, long pass to Low. Needs some support of the breakdown. Good cleaning out by the Sharks. Long pass out wide now. Apelele Fassi cut back in field. Good tackle from Grant. Good permanent replacement by Harold Foster, Stedman Grant. Bosch flat pass, knocked on. Unable to reach and gather was Thomas du Toit.
And herein lies the Sharks' problem. Maul, attempted maul, good drive. Not too many players out in the backs. Cohen Bosch took a static ball deep, stood standing and made a pass and just shifted all the pressure out wide so there wasn't enough support system. And when it came back, the pass wasn't good enough for Thomas du Toit.
Ready, fellas? Let's go, please. Just off the mark, please.
The captain will maybe be a little disappointed that he didn't catch it, but it was a really tough one for Thomas du Toit.
Let's get this set up right, guys. Last
He was
couple
slightly
good
dipping as well by the time he got to Thomas du Toit that pass. Well, big scrum required now for the Sharks.
Bind. Set. Stay there.
Good clean channel 1 ball. Erich Low hasn't gotten the space that he required to keep it alive. As Zach Berger's kick stays in field. Pressure on Makazola Mapimpi. Mapimpi tidies up. Berger chasing hard. Berger makes a great tackle. Turnover ball. Foot and touch. Bulls got the line out.
Well, the Bulls before this game had made 217 offloads in the competition. There were about 3 in that move alone. Makazola Mapimpi did well to get back there and tidy up, but
more coming.
Tackle from Zach Berger was good enough to get him into touch.
Bulls, let's go.
Clever play from the Bulls.
Good gap, good
Low,
discipline.
quick around the blind. The pass was good. Offloads were good.
Timing.
The chase was good. Not much you can do against it, really.
Jan Grobler. Bulls on the attack.
Ball.
Bart Steenkamp in the front.
Over.
Maul is
No,
over.
say more. One stop, don't change.
Oxencheck.
One changing
Yeah,
mind.
changing binds is the call.
Last feet.
The penalty advantage. Yellow card could be coming up for the Sharks. Mornay Smith. Bulls 5 meters out.
Onside.
Predictable but powerful.
Captain.
They'll go with the pick up and drive. Grobler. Back inside the 5
Stay
meters.
there. Yeah, still advantage.
Still got the advantage. The Bulls. Elrich Low beats one.
Release, tackle. Last feet, one.
Straight through the middle they go.
Onside.
It's effective, ain't pretty. They shift the contact point out wide now. Soft hands required. Cornel Hendricks picks the angle. Bulls try number 3.
Oh, it's clinical. Just a few minutes ago, we saw the Bulls do something very similar and round the fringes, kept on going. Bit of space for Marcel Coetzee. This time, it's the offload from Coetzee back to Zach Berger. Defenders all drawn in, space on the outside, and Hendricks ran a beautiful line to cut in and score under the poles. Clinical from the home side. Sharks defense again running out of numbers. Look at this, that is just brilliant. The quick hands, the attempted shift from both Koch and another defender, but Hendricks is in. And boy, in a tight game, 2 scores as big. Is that the game already? He has been sensational this season, the big number 13.
70 tries for the Bulls in the Vodacom URC this season. And for Cornel Hendricks, try number 5. He's been involved in 18 URC matches for the Bulls this year's campaign. Cornel Hendricks. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Picked a good angle. Soft hands as well from Chris Smith. 3 tries. Vodacom Bulls.
Well, we said in the build-up that they are so good across the park. They are solid in the foundation, solid around breakdown, so clinical on the opposition goal line, and this time they came up with that little offload, a bit of space out wide. Sharks a bit narrow. And then went Hendricks. 2 scores in it, 14 points the lead.
Bosch, Chester coming up for Steenkamp. Up goes Steenkamp. Passes. Big
9.
test of catching
Use
the high
it.
ball.
Yeah. No, ball is there.
With the safety of the 22. And Zach Berger will
Stay
clear.
last feet. And use it.
And into touch. So net gain for the Sharks. They need to bounce back and get some points in the second half.
Well, that first 20 minutes, it was all the Sharks. Everything down in the Bulls' territory. Since then, it's been dominated by the home side. The Bulls, they've dominated possession, they've dominated territory, and they now dominate the scoreboard. It's a long road back for this Sharks team now.
Sharks, let's go.
They have to be the team to score next.
The 2 converted tries back to all square.
Sharks.
Driving Maul has been good.
Yeah.
Line out off the top. Hendricks. Now Cohen Bosch. Yeah, forward for days. Execution just not there.
3-4 pass.
Detail letting the Sharks down.
At least started ahead of
So
him.
the problem Kerwin Bosch has there is he started running forward and then he's just slowed his run and drifted a little, which means the runner's coming over. He's going across the field now. The runner comes at the same pace. He's in front of him. Forward pass it is. Just poor execution.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, Bulls.
Middle scrum, it's ideal.
Last one's good. Same again.
From an attack or defense perspective, you can kick
Same
to
on
either
their ball.
corner, you can run in either direction. It's a good position for the Bulls now.
Crouch.
Oxenchair and Bonambi deter the experience. What the Sharks need now.
Set. Stay
The
there.
pressure at scrum time. But that channel one quick ball has been the difference.
Stop, 8. Stop.
Bulls not
Yeah.
sticking around for the contest. They hit the scrums, they get out. Tambwe up against Koch. And Werner Koch
Last feet, 9.
wins it back. Roots. No rolling away, penalty
You're okay,
Sharks.
him. 1. You're okay, Captain. One's got to clear the tackle area first.
One
clear the tackle area first.
Chelsea Sharks secures.
It's a good kick though from
That last
Kerwin
scrum,
Bosch.
you're turning in. Stay straight, please. That last scrum, yeah?
Just trying to look at the Sharks, what they've got to do differently now to
5.
get themselves back in this game. But really, it's not about doing it differently. It's about doing it well, isn't it? It's about executing.
Yeah, they've got to stick to the process. The driver moves worked well. Be clinical with details. Just has to go up a level.
More. Inside 5, line out over. Don't change.
Much better driving, more bit of power there. That's how they started the game. Still the same, more. Ball's being brushed out the way. Great work up front, Leroux Roots.
That's all legal. One stop.
Hendrickson. Low, short pass, centre field for Buthelezi. Brushed away, Stedman Krantz. Same side, they'll go now. The little pump again off the top. Gathered by Mapimpi. He'll need some support, Makazola
Last
Mapimpi.
feet, Bulls. Push.
Great tackle, fight by Mapimpi. Fenter. Did a solid game, Henko Fenter. 50-50 pass. Sharks under a bit of pressure again at the breakdown. The turnover by the Bulls.
Okay.
Oh, there's a knock
but then it
on.
went off his hand then next. Was off your leg, but then knocked on after.
The Sharks will
And it's into your own man anyway.
get the feed in the scrum.
Turnover's good, 7.
Yeah, good steal from that man on Oberta. And then as he just popped it backwards, it was either knocked on or Connor feeling it was maybe kicked into the man in front of him more than a knock on. Accidental offside, knock on, whatever it is. Scrum for the Sharks is the right decision.
I've spoken to him anyway, okay? Ball came away straight away. Straight now.
Sia Khaleesi, well,
Okay, ready?
his first full season at the Sharks. I think he'll look back and think he's made a good move to come here, but he's got to really build on what's happened in Durban. This is a team that, just like today, they've just on the grand occasions just not been fluid enough in their attack to win some of those, I want to say big games, some of the bigger games, the knockout games. Not too late today though, that's for sure.
There's really another penalty for the Sharks. Doubling around, great hard work there from Pepsi Buthelezi. Buthelezi still going. What power from Pepsi Buthelezi. He needs
Short,
support now.
last feet.
Nobody expected that break. Roots. Bulls have to roll away.
One blue offside.
Kerwin Bosch, long pass out wide. Looking from Bonambi. Fassi. Now Mapimpi. Makazole Mapimpi cuts in field. Mapimpi will need help. They're
Onside.
cleaning out her numbers. They've slowed her down. But Hendrickson has a go. Hendrickson will go over. Try time for the Sharks. Their first point in the second half. Jaden Hendrickson, try scorer.
Celsius Sharks.
If there's anything clear, Marcel, she'll come in, okay? We always are.
Well, that's a great score. I thought maybe the overlap had been squandered with the long Sydney Harbour Bridge pass to Bongi Amanambi, but
all of that looked legal for me in that contact. There's no illegal fend. It's all good for me.
Yeah, there was no need there. The numbers.
It's going to be a little check, yeah. Two phases back is where there's maybe a question mark, but it was well worked, wasn't it? And Jaden Hendrickson realised that there was a little gap there to play flat and snipe around the corner. Has he got a bit of cramp there?
Yeah, I think the run from Pepsi Buthelezi that got them upfield.
Yeah, beautiful run from Pepsi, wasn't it? In fact, rhinoceros-like, he just barreled his way through, and there were two long passes in this setup from Kerwin Bosch. I thought Makazola Mapimpi did really well here because the overlap was taken away from him. Got awfully close to scoring himself. Then not a whole lot on for Hendricks. Snipes around the fringe and over he goes. Try it as the try has now been given.
Second try of the campaign for Jaden Hendrickson, Kerwin Bosch. And the extras coming up. Kick goes over. Good looking kick back to 7 points the difference at Loftus. Remember, halftime score was 13-all.
Strong carries from Pepsi Buthelezi, and then Makazola Mapimpi setting this up for Jaden Hendricks. A little sniper around the fringe, like all good scrum halves are capable of. Really, the Sharks will look back and think it's a team try where finally they were able to execute quite accurately.
Change for the Bulls. Ambrose Papier has come on, replacing Zach Berger at scrum half. A restart for Tampa to chase. Knocked on, advantage Bulls.
Yeah, advantage knock on.
Oh, good appreciation of Lords Lakanya. Realizing he can't play that ball. Back to the first infringement knock on by the Sharks.
Yeah, Matt, Sam.
It's like deja vu. It's like we've seen it all before. Score, kick off, error.
It's all happening in that corner as well. Left inside.
Maybe into the sun, causing a few dramas there for the receiver.
Okay, time off.
It's not the first time as well that we've seen the Sharks have two players going up for the same ball. The call not clear, the call not concise and accurate.
I feel you're fading back a small bit, not taking the hit. So can we just meet them in the middle, please? On my last set. Okay, it's too soft on the head for me. Yeah. I feel you're going up first here. Same as the penalty in the first half. Then we played away. Got to stay in the contest. All right. I know what you're going to say. Just control your weight, guys. I've said to them, not going to fade back.
One score in it, one converted try. Can't help thinking, is there a chance of extra time? Possibly a Munster to lose kick-off.
Control your weight, guys. Nothing goes back, nothing goes
tight, close. The Sharks, a team, a big match temperament team. They are capable of scoring again.
Crouch!
Yeah, looking at the bench. Moane staying on the bench of the Bulls. He'll have to come on very quickly.
Oh, there's a kick-off. He'll be the first
That's a big change. Great scrum, Sharks.
Onside.
But the power of El Ghlo, the strong eighth man, scrum going backwards, that's what they provide. Nokia.
No, contest.
Papier. Marcel Coetzee.
Move!
You get too many of those bollocking runs of his this afternoon, Coetzee. Nokia. Offload is brilliant. Sharks double hits. Been outstanding. Okay. Nowhere through for Arnold Water. Tambwe. Coetzee. Smith. He found space. Yeah, some missed tackles by the Sharks. It's in the air. It's held up. It's in the air. It's not a tackle as yet. Now it is. Now the counter-ruck by the Sharks. Kroblas won it back, but illegally so.
Counter's good. Ball still in the ruck, hands in.
Did a strong game, Pepsi Buthelezi, former SA Under-20 captain.
That's all. I'm not going to come at me like that.
I think it surprised many rugby fans and supporters how physical the Sharks tight five has been, the whole pack against the Bulls.
Can I explain?
Well, I think the Bulls lay their stall out, don't they, week in, week out, and say, it's a game of physical confrontation. We want to win that battle. To beat them, you've got to stand up to it, if not conquer it. And when you've got the likes of Bongi Mbonambi in your front row, the likes of Oxenchair and Thomas Tutoy, Pepsi Buthelezi, who's not the biggest number 8 around, not the biggest loose forward around, but plays above his weight, you might say, you are always going to be in for a physical battle.
Gotta make sure. Oh, into touch. Just made into touch. Good kick. Just by Kerwin Bosch. But he needs to make sure he can't have his 50-50 falls.
You have to catch it.
It's a great kick. So there is some contentious issues around the rule, but if you jump and tap it in like that, you've got to finish in the field of play, and I think that's Adosh Chamwe. He's got to land in the field of play if you're going to tap it back in like that.
Yeah.
Ball has crossed the plane of the touchline. It's got to start in the field of play.
I will explain, okay, mate? Thank you.
Started outside the field of play. That was the issue this time round. Changes in the Bulls' front row. Robin Hunt makes his way on. Dylan Smith, the late replacement for Lizo Koboko. Changes in the front row. Changes in the legs department. Fresh legs being brought on by Jake White.
Bongi Mbonambi in the front for the Sharks. They trail by 7. Eric Lowe doing some hard yards, driving the Sharks, driving more than towards the touchline. Good hands. That was Bongi Mbonambi. It wasn't too high, that from Cornel Hendricks. Kerwin Bosch, cross kick. Mapimpi goes up. Oh, not to be. Good defense by the Bulls.
Just time off.
I think that's got to be a Bulls line out. I think it's come off Mapimpi's leg and into touch.
Thank you, we don't need you.
You had the decision making as well. Cross kick, was there really a need for that?
Take him back, so we need a check.
Oh, so it's gone dead. It's definitely come off Makazola Mapimpi's leg. Did it go out into touch or dead? That's the big question.
Time is off. Yeah.
Oh.
Off Blue.
Maybe it is off Blue.
Just taken back by Blue into in goal. So it's scrum 5, is that correct? Yeah.
Oh, so Makazola Mapimpi's got the argument right there and wins his case.
Scrum.
Kenan Moody just in his hand. As the last touch of the ball, take it back. So scrum down for the Sharks. Oh, what a dream season this young man has had, Kenan Moody. From Boland Landberg, Currie Cup debut, URC debut, and he's been good at all levels.
And he started on the wing, didn't he? He played on the wing, all of a sudden picked at fullback. With Creel on the wing. Creel, who played at fullback before, seemed a bit of a shock to all the commentators. But boy, he has been rock solid at the back. He's been sensational in attack. Strong under the high ball. He's got an educated boot. He's proving to be a perfect foil.
Yeah, played in the centres as well at school. And part of the SA Under 20 last season.
Nothing moves to the ball. Patience.
Kenan
Don't
Moody.
fade back.
Dylan Smith, Robert Hunt changes at prop forward for the Bulls.
Yeah, Ben Tapuai is on as well in place of Marius Lowe, lurking ominously in the midfield for the Sharks.
Set. Save.
Oxen chairs come off. That Dituga Mkhunu on the loose head for the visiting team, the Sharks.
Good that side. Good that side. Stay that. Keep that. So higher bind, stay straight. Don't force downward pressure, okay? Better heights.
Yeah, Mkhunu's been involved in all 18 round-robin matches of the Sharks in the URC this season.
He's another young man who's travelled an incredible journey from coming off the bench and having that unbelievable run, carrying the ball about 50 metres to score at Emirates Airline Park, and here he is today, having played all 18 games.
Solid platform. Ball staying in the hunt. A loose pass. Mapimpi tidies up. Apelele Fassi. Matosh Tambwe. What a tackle by the winger.
Ball is out.
Hendrickson. Pips Butelezi, man and ball. Hendrickson. Roots. Route 1, he goes on the border, gets cleaned out. Something special required by the Sharks. Lukanyo, great cross-cover tackle, Chris Smith.
Release.
Counter-ruck, the counter-ruck. The counter-ruck is good by the Bulls. Oh,
Yeah, I think
Bulls
it's
were
against
holding on.
Lukanyo, just kept a hand on that ball to just try and keep pushing it back. The one thing we've seen today, which has been absolutely amazing, is the counter-rucking ability of both sides. Not too many steals. There isn't really on the field a recognised fetcher. But when it's come to the breakdown, there's been a few guys who've put their hands up as, I would guess, part-time fetchers and great-time counter-ruckers.
Just by that time.
Another example from the Bulls. The Sharks have done it actually better than the Bulls today. This is the one time that the Bulls got it right. No angle to work with. That's a good kick. Look at this. Lukanyo, he goes to ground. He's got to place it now. Ulrich Lowe just rucks over all by himself. Comes a second one. The ball's still in the hand of Lukanyo, and that's why he's penalised for holding on.
All right, good on the line, fellas.
well, if anything, you got to fault the Shark support players. Hendrickson was there, Juchro as well. Should have done a lot better to protect possession. Probler's throw was good.
5, line out over.
Line out's over.
No, still come back. Through the middle.
Through the middle,
One
straight
stop.
through Henko Venter. The one stop has come, loose ball for Papier. Turnover ball, Sharks. What a game
Through the
Henko
middle,
Venter's
clearly
had.
through the
Pepsi
middle,
Buthelezi, Sia Kolisi, the loose trio of the Sharks.
7, clearly through the middle, ball unplayable. Turnover.
Just less than 13 minutes to go.
Yeah, mate.
It's a great maul to start with, but
Okay,
boy, the
ready?
work rate of Henko Venter
I was happy
is
there.
something to
Let's go.
behold. Yeah,
I've
right
got
through the
now
middle he
the-
comes. You'd think that maul is well set, well structured, but
Same-
look, somehow
same
he's
again.
right onto the ball. They're straight through the middle.
17,
Thomas
same
Toy
again.
supporting as it comes out. Hangs on as you can according to the laws,
Good this side,
and
guys.
gets the little acknowledgement from his teammate.
Crouch! Bind! Sit! Stable!
Kuna stays up. Penalty advantage for the Sharks. Bent up wide. Apelele Fassi on the right hand side. Soft hands now to Mapimpi. Was there a chance to let that ball go? Mapimpi still going. Takes 3 Bulls players to bring him down. Still going.
Still a
Finally
advantage.
makes it to ground. Bulls defense has recovered. So all that momentum has gone away as Mkunu finds space. A Hail Mary pass, he should have hung on.
Just gone over and back.
Tutugo Mkunu should have hung on.
Walk 7. Leave him. 2. Leave him. Leave him. Walk 7. Advantage. No advantage. To the knee. Right, it's a short penalty. Let's get on with the game. Let's go.
Oh, the fight's spilling over into the grandstand. There we go. All in test.
My side 17 to the knee.
Yeah, Shark supporters are plenty around the Gauteng region.
I agree. Good goal forward. 17.
The penalty at the scrum time going to the knee was the call from
All
the
right.
referee, Andrew
5.
Brace.
Nothing beats
Oh.
live sport. They're part of the
17
action
to the
right here
Yeah.
at
Just
Loftus
here, fellas.
Asphalt. It's the Vodacom
Water off.
United Rugby Championship,
Water off,
a
please.
different league. And what a debut season it's been.
Water off.
Rough start, and look where we are now.
And the crowd not happy with the decision going against the home side.
She's always checking in the background.
Karen van Buren
17
comes on,
to the knee.
Bongi Mbanambi comes off. Been good today again, Bongi Mbanambi. Just look normal, actually. He's rock steady, isn't he?
And that's the thing about really good players, the world-class players. big games, they man up, they do the basics well, and that's what Bonambi did.
And they never have bad games.
Very seldom. You expect the things that we all expect more from them.
Good gap, Bulls. Bulls.
So Kieran Van Vuuren will have to pick up the reins now and make sure the line out works well, make sure he controls the mauls well.
10 meters.
Van Heerden has come on.
Inside 5.
Former Bulls youngster, Ruben Van Heerden, has made Durban his home. Kieran Van Vuuren controlling the driving maul. Great communication right up against the tram for the Sharks. Bent up wide, first receiver, straightens. Hendrickson, same side they'll go. Kerwin Bosch, another long pass out wide. Lucanio had to come back. Stedman Grant hangs on.
Tackle!
Now it's a tackle. Hendrickson. Van Heerden. Kerwin Bosch, short pass to the captain, Thomas du Toit. Takes 2 to bring him down. Fussy's long out wide there. Nowhere through for now Mapimpi. Werner Kok in support. Hendrickson. Man and ball for Ruben Van Heerden. 7 points the difference. Short ball, LaRue Roots. Solid defense, Bulls. It's Elriglo. Looked up, not too many options. Now Fussy, was that the magic touch? Skumbuza Noche looking for the inside ball.
What? Knock on by Sharks, okay. Sharks knock on.
Oh, it's the Sharks are starting to just show a little bit of strength and form here in these last 10 or 12 minutes, starting to really dominate this game. The Bulls just hanging on for dear life. 1 or 2 last gasp tackles there, a couple of shifts.
Yeah.
Just managing to force the error. Good play though from the team from Durban.
Can't play on there because you're off your feet, so...
Less than 10 minutes of the clock, Joel. 7 points the difference. A converted try. All square. Extra time. 10 minutes apiece.
War of attrition.
If you don't get a winner there, what happens, Joel?
The dreaded kickoff. Oh, I don't know if you watched it, the Munster and Toulouse kickoff. It was great TV and it was sensational sport, but boy, it was hard on the players.
I've never seen that. Last time I experienced something like it must have been inter-high at school, inter-house or something, in a professional setup. But that's what we live for. And that's what sport brings us week in, week out. We're just never too sure. The pundits, everybody else leading up to this, the favourites were the Bulls, rightly so. Good form coming up, beat Ospreys. The Lions slipped up against Ulster.
Come on.
Yeah, we've just seen a nice little package of Pepsi with Lazy there, and scrum off. Jaden Hendricks has made way. Cameron Wright has come on. It's a sort of point where we start thinking and looking at Man of the Match awards, and
Coach!
really hard to pick one player. It's been pretty polished across many phases or many facets of the game today.
Stay there.
And from a coaching staff point of view, and that's what you want week in, week out from your players, to give it all. What a scrum. A left shoulder up against the right touch line.
Okay,
brilliantly
onside.
Executed by the Sharks.
And Elric Lowe's done unbelievably well to tidy up there and keep the ball.
A number of times in the scrum that was backtracking. Nokia.
Come back.
Second grab at it is Janko Swanepoel.
Okay, stand.
Chris Smith.
Stand.
Deep in the pocket. Will find touch. It's not over yet.
Alrighty.
It's a good clearance from Chris Smith, actually. I mean, there's a part of me that thinks when you're that close to your try line, it doesn't matter if you kick it out or not, but kick it far. He's got it far enough up the field to ensure his team can compete at the line out, to make sure the Sharks are got to make some distance to score, and they need to score. They have to score.
Okay, Sharks. Good contact.
Oh, it's a loose ball from the Sharks line out. Carry from Vessels.
Yeah, use it.
Oh, no Porter.
Okay, last feet, 4. One side, Marcel. Use it!
Papier. Big tester for Werner Kop. 7 skills coming through. Cameron Wright. Apelele Fassi. Right. Pepsi is shifting it on. Something special happening in the trans, but defense even stronger from the Bulls. Cameron Wright could have played the ball. Erich Low, no need to play the man. Tap and go by Mapimpi. Should be another penalty for the Sharks. Out wide, Fassi comes back in field. He needs to hang on to the ball. He's done so. Cameron Wright. Kerwin Bosch with the step. Inside tackle from Swanepoel. 7 points of difference. Penalty advantage.
Vanna's not rolling. Falling wrong
Kanya
side.
Bent up wide. Mapimpi. Not Pepsi Buthelezi. They're keeping it alive. Henko Fenter in support as Skumbuzo Noche. Sharks respond. 25,000 strong. There they are. Live sport. Vodacom URC quarterfinal number 2 in South Africa.
Well, it is brilliant. The way they kept the ball alive from the tap and go. Makazola Mapimpi. Just the slick handling, the desire to keep the ball alive, to keep it in the air, to keep moving it around. Kanyuam pulled in 2 defenders, some slick handling there, another little offload. What a pickup from Am. Fenta again involved with a little pop-up, and Sikombuza Noche, boy, he is a man who can set the field on fire. Didn't have too much to do this time, but he did it well. Pepsi Buthelezi again with a little offload. And Noche is in. The kick will square it up. The dreaded extra time facing us.
It's lived up to all expectations and beyond. The Vodacom URC. And this quarterfinal between 2 South African giants. Only a single point separated them in the lock standing. Bulls finish 4th, Sharks 5th. That's how close it is. Kerwin Bosch to level the scores again in Pretoria. He's done so. Old square. 27 apiece. Less than 5 minutes on the clock. The magic from so many of the Sharks players were handling Joel. They kept it alive. Buthelezi has been strong.
What a pickup from Lucanio, and the pickup, the little backflip. Noche rounds it off, but boy, it's a try that the team can be unbelievably proud of. The fans are loving it. 4 minutes to go. Discipline a key now.
29 points to 22. That was an away win for the Sharks in February. Right, Chad Loftus-Versfeld.
8.
Pendulani Buthelezi has been strong.
15.
20.
High tackle. That's 8, I think, isn't it? High tackle 8. Yeah.
Selrick Low, I think, with a high tackle. He's had a little minute or 2 of ill discipline. Tackled the scrum off. High tackle, 2 penalties that have changed the outcome. Well, firstly, the first one afforded the Sharks an opportunity to go and score, but just changed the momentum right now. Buthelezi once again strong in the tackle, strong in defence. It is 7 with a high tackle.
Right. 7, Joy.
Tano Bueta.
7 high tackle.
Half-time score, 13 apiece. Try by Tambo, try by Bonambi. Kicks by Smith and Bosch got us to the 13 points. Now 2 tries apiece. Hendrickson, Noche for the Sharks. Kutsia, Cornel Hendricks for the Bulls are the try scorers. And the boot of Kerwin Bosch and Chris Smith has gotten us to the 27 points.
What stop?
Cameron Wright, replacement scrum off. Clears. Bent up wide, deep pass. And now it's Lucanio again, out wide. Oh, now Jopelele Fassi finds the half gap. Desperate defense by the Bulls. Good carry. That was Karen van Vieren. onto the short side. Good awareness of space by Apelele Fassi. The turnover stands.
Ball down.
The
ball
Bulls
down.
have one possession back.
Hold him. An extra roll.
Less than 2 minutes, Stransky.
Oh, it's tense moments here at Loftus Versfeld.
Walk. Otherwise, you go back.
Boy, it's a good attack that from the Sharks. Finding a bit of space out wide, running good lines. Apelele Fassi just trying to take that inside gap on the arc.
First
Good
one,
Nail
cover
biting
defense.
stuff.
Oh. This is where the penalty came. Could be Cornel Hendricks who's really won the penalty there. It's a great, it is a timely penalty to win at a time like that. Defending 10 metres from your goal line, under pressure to win the turnover, vitally important.
Hold him.
Smith finds touch. It's not too far, taking play to the halfway.
That's another unbelievable kick against the touchline. He's got 40 odd metres there. It's a sensational kick. 65
Take
seconds
the
to
line,
go.
Sharks.
Clock is ticking.
The ball in the Bulls' hand again. I'll say it again. It's all about discipline now. It's about not giving away penalties. It's about tackling low, no high tackles. It's about not making the errors.
Line out, good. Set piece by the home side. Can they milk the penalty from the driving maul? There's power in it.
Don't change. Don't change.
Don't change the bind, the Sharks. They can't afford to.
18 out. One stop through the middle. 7.
Straight. Oh, Henko Fincher's been strong.
Through the
Straight
middle.
through the middle. Henko Fincher again. Turnover ball. Henko Fincher, unbelievable. Against all odds. You felt the Bulls had the power. They could milk the penalty. And the 30-year-old
Through the middle again. 7.
flank forward of the Sharks. Wow, that's a big game, is that? Strong.
It's a great skill set to be able to do that. It's great strength. But there's an art to it, and he's
Okay,
definitely
let's
got there. Look where he comes from, right at the back, into the little pocket there. Somehow he meanders his way right through the middle. That's a brilliant little bit of play.
I know, you said that
With
down
just
there.
seconds to go. Right, let me ask you this now. If you've got the ball, do you ever go and risk everything, or if you're in your own half, do you kick it out and say, let's go to extra time?
Here's my flight.
You have a
You've
go.
got to have a go. You've
Got
got to have a go,
Joel.
You've got to have a go.
You've come this far, so close. What's key is also next year being part of the Heineken Cup. Yes, you want to go all the way, but you've got to have a go.
Good.
Well, he's had another big game. The Bulls
Get it right
captain,
there, yeah.
Marcel
Let's get it
Coetzee,
right here.
#1 offloader, I think, in the tournament.
Happy?
And in this
Last
game,
play.
once again,
Happy?
showing some real strength, some real desire to
Come
get
on.
some go forward and set a fine example for his team. Offloads well. He's a beast of a human being, big man. Uses his power and his strength well, but he's got a little skill set as well, as we saw with the offload for the second try. Scored the first and then made a beautiful little offload to free up space on the outside.
Scrum time, changes up front. Karen van Vieren, Tutugo Mkunu, Kuta Mkunu, Jan Hendrik Wessels for the Bulls, Robert Hunt, Dylan Smith.
Sharks are lined up really flat. They're going to kick and hope for a bounce on the kick here.
Sit down.
No infringement at scrum time. Oh, we're not getting a complete scrum. Oh, it should be a penalty the other way. What's key? The Sharks got position. Bulls have to defend. Cameron Wright onto the short side. Hancock Fincher. Game of his life he's having. Penalty Bulls. Turnover.
Yes, man.
Well, it was such a good run from Ben Tapuai. Little change in plan, I think, there. And now,
First man. Arriving player
I
on
think
the
it's
ball.
too far to kick for goal. It's certainly in a place where you can kick it 40 metres down the field and set up a maul and push the penalty.
What a finish. We got a Loftus Versfeld.
It's another great kick from Chris Smith. His touch kicking from the penalty has been sensational this afternoon, particularly on this right touch line.
Sean Everett, head coach of the Sharks.
Who'd want to be a
Good
coach at a time like this?
discipline. 7, as
These
you
are
can
the
do.
moments the players, the fans, the coaches live for. Quarter-final, going right down to the wire. Right here on Supersport.
Okay.
The Vodacom
Stay
United
focused.
Rugby Championship. A different
front,
league it is. Jan Hendrik Wessels. Banker ball in front to Swanepoel. The maul is set. Hanko Venter
What stop?
over the power of the Bulls. that go all the way or milk the penalty. Vessels in control. Bulls march on. Sharks have to backtrack.
Stay bound.
Drop goal. What about the drop goal?
They're still going. Hank Fenter has come through the middle.
Ball available.
Ball is available in the pocket. Nope. Keeping it close.
Onside. Black.
20 meters away. The home side, the Bulls, the pick up and drive.
Stay on.
Surely Chris Smith's got to get in the pocket, yeah.
What a contest we've had.
Arrive up.
The first quarterfinal
Last
in
feet,
South
17.
African, on South African soil. In the URC, Bulls full control. He's nudging, creating options both sides. Kutsia.
No, on the ball. Good contest.
Elrichlo. Buthelezi on and making the tackle. They've been dangerous in this kind of situation, the Bulls. Dylan Smith picks up and drives.
Keep your feet.
Nokia.
Arrive up. Onside. Ball lifted. Ball lifted.
Ball is lifted.
Last feet.
Last feet. Instructions from the referee.
Onside.
Vessels no way through.
Black.
Net gain there defensively for the Sharks.
Tackle move.
Need to roll away. They've done so.
Ball is there. Ball is there.
Andrew Brace has been good. Great communication with the players. In the trenches go the Bulls.
Okay. Off your feet. Leave it. Onside.
Option of extra time. Drop goal in the pocket. He's turned. Loftus Versfeld erupts. The Bulls are through to the semi-final of the Vodacom United Rugby Championship. Wow. Against all odds. Went right down to the wire. And this is what the players, the fans, the coaches, everybody involved lives for. The celebration and the disappointment. Joel Stransky, what a contest we've had.
What a moment for Chris Smith. He's been good all afternoon. He was patient in the pocket. The forwards went through the motions. They tried to force the penalty. Not coming. The Sharks defence was well disciplined, well organised. In the pocket, he took his time. Right in front, shouldn't miss it. The pressure, though, is another story. And boy, he struck it sweetly. And the Bulls are through. What a quarterfinal we've seen.
Amazing stuff. Let's not forget the South Sea Sharks. They came here full value. They were in control for most of the match. But the man of the moment, clock had run over 3 minutes. Struck it sweet straight through the middle. And Chris Smith with the drop goal celebrations. Brilliantly done by Chris Smith, the 27-year-old. How's that heartbreak for the Sharks fans? So much was expected of the South Sea Sharks, but for themselves, as a team, as a group, to get this far, done exceptionally well. What's key? Through to the semi-final.